Probably around 50 people. I think one of the main things was everybody knew everybody, and it was by first name. So when we went to school, we called each other by first name, and when I went to high school in Vail, it was, you know, hey Johnson, hey Tolman, or there was no first names. I thought that was a little weird. And then you always knew your neighbors and, you know, everything about them. And because in Brogan, you know, like for sports, for instance, if we had anything, it was always boys and girls on the same team, basketball or baseball, or, you know, we didn't have wrestling, or we had track. And so in Vail, you had boys teams and girls teams in 6th grade and 7th grade. And up there, everybody was always on the same team from a 4th grader to an 8th grader. And, but we did lots of field trips. So that was something I don't think they do in Vail, at least. We went on field trips at least once a month, sometimes twice a month. So that was a lot of fun. We went to a lot of places. So it was kind of culture shock to go from a class of 3 to a class of 100. I think when we were kids, we had the freedom to do almost anything we wanted as long as we weren't in trouble. And we had horses, and we had motorcycles and bicycles, and it was really a lot of fun. We just, you know, kind of did our own thing. There was 2 rooms in the school, and grades 1 through 4 were in the left side, and 5 through 8 were in the other side. And I was the only student in my class till I was a 3rd grader, and then brother and sister came to school, and we were the only 3 till we graduated 8th grade.
That's really small.
Yeah. Was school better in Brogan or Vail, or was it close to the same?
I think it was different.
Cool. That would be a lot of fun to do that.
And so now you live in Vail, and do you think what is the best quality of Vail?
Oh, Vail has a lot of qualities. They have great schools and teachers. You know, I think that's great, and a community feel where the community's behind the schools and the businesses, and so I think that's a real quality for Vail.
What is your favorite piece of Vail history?
Of Vail history? Probably being on the Oregon Trail.
That is really
You know,
interesting.
that's pretty interesting.
If you could change one thing about Vail's history, is there anything you would change?
Probably not have the flood. You know.
When did you decide to move to Vail?
My parents moved here when I was a freshman. So
You really didn't have a choice.
I didn't have a choice. I had to do something because there was no high school in Brogan anyway. So whether I moved or not, I would still be in Vail. So I would have to ride the bus.
Did you know very much about Vail?
Well, we knew a lot about Vail, but I didn't know many kids. Well, after I graduated from college, I moved to Newport, and I worked in a pharmacy there. I lived a block off the beach, and my wife was from Nissa, and she taught in a private school in Nescowan, which is up above Lincoln City. So after we got married, we both lived in Newport, and one day the previous owner of this store called me up and says, "Hey, I saw your wedding picture in the paper, and I didn't know there was any pharmacists from Vail. Would you like to come back and go to work?" So one thing led to another, and I started working here, and after 10 years I became a partner, and the rest is history. I think the best part is, you know, being part of the community, and the people here are really loyal customers, and I've been here 30 years, so I know almost everyone who walks in the door, and you know, a lot of them are friends, they're not just customers. So I have patients who I saw when I was first starting, and now they have kids, or their kids have kids. So that's kind of neat to see that continuity.